with Chelsea, what I find interesting, we've touched upon this before. So Chelsea self-reported, and when Boehly and Clearlake bought the club, they did the due diligence, looked at the books and says, wait, this doesn't add up. We think there's some malfeasance here. We're not going to pay the full $2.5 billion. We're going to put $100 million aside for potential future fines and punishment, right? So they did that. They self-reported to UEFA. UEFA gave them a fine of, I think, 10 million euros. The thing with Chelsea is it fair if Chelsea made illegal payments and benefited from it? And again, we're not talking about the size of it or the impact. These are mostly payments to agents, but they're agents that would have come out of Chelsea's books, right?
Exactly.
If this was Roman Abramovich's Chelsea, who did it, none of those people work at the club anymore. Is it fair to punish the club?
But you said there's no time limit.
Right.
In the Premier League rules.
So what is a fair punishment for that? Do you dock Todd Boehly points? At which point Todd Boehly might have said, hey, why did I come forward and cooperate then? I had nothing to do with this.
That's why we think that also Chelsea have done this in cooperation almost with the Premier League, saying, okay, we are going to give ourselves up to you, but don't be maybe too harsh in return and just fine us, even if it's a heavy fine. We'll take that instead of point deduction. I agree with you. However, you could also say that if Eden Hazard in the end went to Chelsea and not to Arsenal, because Arsenal didn't want to pay a dodgy commission to his agent, John Biko, which Chelsea and Abramovich were happy to do.
It's not a dodgy commission, it's a big commission.
It's a big commission, but in dodgy in the sense that it didn't come
how
out
they
from,
paid it.
Yeah, how they paid it.
If proven, by the way.
If proven, of course. Then
Chelsea got the benefit of Eden Hazard. Well, here's the thing.
For all those years, and when they won all those trophies.
Okay. So this is where you get into it, right? So Chelsea get the benefit of Eden Hazard for all those years, and they win trophies, right? They won the Europa League, they won the Premier League.
Yeah.
And so, maybe I revisit those titles. Maybe I take some of them away. But then do you also punish Chelsea? So it's one thing stripping titles from the past, which personally I don't care about because they've come and gone. But do you punish Chelsea now? Because Todd Boehly and Clearlake, they bought Chelsea thinking those trophies, again, we're in the hypothetical, where they're found guilty, whatever, and we draw a direct line between us. They bought Chelsea thinking that those trophies were legitimately won, and they paid $2.5 billion. For that, Chelsea hadn't won anything. If their brand were worth less,
for sure,
Boehly would have paid less.
Yeah.
So I think when this fascinating thing where you publish the club as an entity versus punishing the owner.
Yeah.
And does an owner have to come with risk? You know.
I know. It's a good debate.
It's honestly, this is, you know, my views on lawyers. This is a legal cluster mess. What I do know is legal scholars are going to have a lot of fun debating this, and lawyers will be racking up those billable hours.